Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and had a great day today. Everybody grab your beverage of choice. I'm just having some water in one of my favorite little tumblers from one of my very, 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 very dear friends, Emily from Emily's Life on Wheels. Hey, so I just have some water. In the comments, let me know what you were drinking. I thought we would just have a little sit down chit chat, talk about how this weekend was and what I did today. And I also want to talk about a true crime story movie that I watched last night on Peacock. It was something. I'm not going to tell you what happened, because I think you should go watch it. It is something. It is a watch. Okay. So, yes, this weekend, this is the weekend, the kind of weekend that I love. I had no plans, and I love when I have no plans, because that means that I can just do whatever I want to do, and I loved it. Yesterday, same thing I usually do. I went out and I got my pickup at Walmart, but actually, let me not say it was the same, because before I did that, I went up to Giant Eagle and I got flowers. I bought some flowers for my father, and because yesterday was a tough day. Yesterday was the 4th anniversary of my father's passing in 2021. So I went up there, I got flowers, I got some beautiful roses. I paid a little bit more than I would have wanted to, but than I normally would, but it was a very important day. So I got some beautiful, beautiful roses. And in case you're wondering and you're like, what is Giant Eagle? Giant Eagle is Giant Eagle is a grocery store here in Western Pennsylvania. And so I went in there, I got that. Of course, I couldn't just pick up just that. I had to go and look around in the prepared foods and stuff. But the nice thing that Giant Eagle was doing today is they were giving everybody 15% off your total checkout order. And that's because last Tuesday we had a terrible storm blow through Western Pennsylvania, and a lot of people have been without power for days. I mean, there's still people who are without power, and they had said on the news that some people might not get power back until this coming Tuesday. So a lot of families had to throw out food in their freezers or in their refrigerators. So Giant Eagle was giving everyone 15% off. And I know yesterday when I went in, they gave me a pamphlet, not a pamphlet, like a flyer, saying, here, present this on Sunday and you'll get 15% off. I didn't go anywhere near Giant Eagle today because it would have been like a madhouse. So I didn't go today. From what I understand, the lines were like super long, but they were giving out like free waters, like free bottled waters, like I don't know, not cases, but they were giving out probably like packs of water and stuff like that. And they were giving everybody cookies that was waiting in line. So that was very nice that they did that. But I went up, I got some beautiful roses. I did my pickup, and then I went out to the mausoleum and I left my father some flowers, and I just sat there for a little bit. If anybody watched my video about the pit, you'll know that it was, oh, it was a difficult, it was difficult. It was a difficult day. It was a very, just a tough day. And I can't spend a lot of time out there, because then I think about like how I last saw my father, and how I last saw my father was not how my father would have normally been. And so I went out there and I brought the flowers out, and I spent a little bit of time, and then I had left and I came home. And the thing that's crazy is I'll always remember that it was May 3rd, 2021. And I'll always remember it was a Monday. And the really crazy thing is, we got a call here. We got a call at our house and saying that my father had passed. And it was like, it was close to 1. And so me, my mom, and my brother, you know, the one who we always give the one who's closest, who lives closest to us, who we always give like the universal Yums boxes to. We picked him up, and then we went down, and that was in 2021. So you weren't allowed to like stay there, and we were thinking, well, maybe we would get a hotel like nearby on the Saturday, get a hotel nearby, and then just go from there. However, Jack was with the neighbors, so we were just like, no. So we went down to AGH, to Allegheny General Hospital, brought his glasses down, because that's how we knew my father, with his glasses on. And then we had to come home, because I had to get my second COVID shot, my second COVID vaccine. I had to get that. And then after that, I then had to immediately leave to drive into downtown Pittsburgh to go and clean out my desk, because I now work from home, but they were going to be tearing down all of our cubicles, and they were going to be redoing the floor to be like a hotel situation, where like if you wanted to go in for like a day or two, you could reserve a desk. So I had put that off a couple times going down. So I had to go down. So here's me after all of this happening, and then I had to get in the car. I had to drive down to Pittsburgh, downtown Pittsburgh, and clean this desk out. When I say this desk, woo, I felt like a mini dumpster. I had the stuff that I accumulated in 20 years was like, oh my gosh. I had two Christmas trees. I'm not talking huge, tall Christmas trees. I had 2 Christmas trees, varying sizes. I had like shoes that I didn't even realize I had down there. I had so many things. And thing was, I went in, and there was a woman that was there, and she was like a very nice lady, very nice woman, who originally had lived in New Jersey, and she moved to Pittsburgh. And she had come over, and she was like, oh, hey, Deb, how are you? And we're talking, and she's like, you really, are you okay? You don't seem to be your happy, laughing, cheerful self, you're really not laughing and joking. Are you okay? And I was like, well, my father passed. And she says, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. When did this happen? I was like, today, like at AGH, which was 10 minutes from where I worked, from where I was sitting. So just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I put it off so long, and this was the last day that I could go and clear everything out. And I also had to take all of my stuff, like my computer. I had to take my because I had my laptop, but I had to take my second monitor. I had to take other equipment. So I was like, oh, great. So that was that. So yesterday was tough. Yesterday was tough. But I like I said, I got some beautiful flowers, some beautiful roses. So I came home. What did I do? I made that video that you guys watched. I did a little coloring back there. I can't even remember what else I did. It wasn't a lot. And then last night I watched a true crime. I watched a true crime documentary. I will get into that later. Today I had a productive day because I cut all my vegetables up. I made some yummy Asian cucumber salad. I also made, for me and Dolly, I made us Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So I cut up my peppers, my onions, I chopped up my garlic, and I got all of that done. I cleaned the bathroom downstairs, and then I came up, I started working on dinner. I colored a little bit more back there, and now here I am. I'm making the video. So there we go. Listen, I'm gonna get into it right now because everybody's probably like, hey, listen, what true crime documentary are you talking about? I'm talking about Southern Fried Lies on Peacock. This, I was like, what? Okay, so I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to give spoilers or anything. However, Donna Herring, was it Henning or Herring? Donna Herring. She's like the focal point of this documentary. And I don't give I am going to be probably using her catchphrase, I don't give a diddly damn, for a while. But that woman, she's a character. She was made for TV. I mean, she's not on TV for a good reason, but she was made for TV. Do I think she did it? Yes, I think she did. But anyways, so basically it takes place in Camden, Arkansas. Donna Henning was giving off like Murdaugh vibes, like Alex Murdaugh vibes. Not because she's like super rich, but because like she was the queen of the town. Like everybody bowed down to her, and she had everybody under her thumb. And so basically Matthew Jacobs, he worked on a offshore oil rig. And if anybody remembers, I think it was called was it the Blue Horizon? It might have been, but it was an offshore oil rig. And there was an explosion, like the biggest, which caused, I believe it was the biggest oil spill in history. And he made it out, but he had PTSD. He in turn was part of a lawsuit, class action lawsuit, and he inherited like almost $2 million, I think. He got a lot of money. So here comes Donna Henning, and he also lost his mother. So he kind of like, he kind of took up with Donna Henning and her family. And he was like, well, listen, nobody's going to hire me because I have PTSD. She's like, come work for my husband. Her husband, Doug, owned this pest control company called Meeks Pest Control Company. So he starts working for Meeks Pest Control and also starts hanging out around Donna's daughter, Alex, who he's like 31, 32, and she was 18. Eventually, they get engaged, and then, like 2 years later, boom, there's Matt is in a car crash. He didn't make it out. And what ensues after? Oh, girl. That is a listen. Everybody in that town, lieutenants, coroners, real estate agents, all crooked. There ended up being 3 deaths. 3. Suspicious. There was a fake will. There was wire fraud. There was forgery. There was forgery, which is forgery and what was I even trying to say? What's forgery? Forgery. Forgery. Is forgery a word? Is it? I'm thinking forgery is a word. If it's not, it's a word now. There's wire fraud. There's forgery. Please somebody in the comments tell me if forgery is a word, because that little thing you saw floating, that was a piece of like dust. That wasn't some bug. That was a piece of dust. So there was shenanigans in wills. There was forgery. There was wire fraud. There was murder. There's all kind of stuff. There was cheating, not adultery because the people weren't married. There was cheating. Girl. It's crazy. It was crazy. So watch it. It's like an hour and a half, so it's manageable. It's called Southern Fried Lies. It's on Peacock. It was good. It was really good. So, yeah. Okay, with that being said, listen, I am going to get changed. I'm going to get ready to watch Love Hotel, and I don't know if I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to go to bed early. The last 2 nights, I haven't been staying up late on the weekends. I, for some reason, just feel like, I don't know, like once I get in bed, I'm just dead tired. Like, dead tired to the world. So, yeah, okay. So, listen, tomorrow is Monday, but it seems like the weeks have been going pretty quickly. So, we're going to get through it. We'll make it through to next week. Next Friday will be payday. And next weekend is Mother's Day. And I plan on taking Dolly out to a local Italian restaurant that we went to last year. We're going to go to again this year. So in the comments, let me know what you guys did this weekend. And if nobody told you yet, and also let me know if you've watched Southern Fried Lies. I'll listen, and I'm going to tell you what. She pleaded guilty for one of the crimes, but honestly, despite what is said by the feds regarding one of the deaths, I don't believe it. I think she had something to do with it. So in the comments, let me know if you watched, or if you haven't, if it's something that you might watch. And also, listen, if nobody told you yet today, you were loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world, so it comes right back at you. Also, take care of one. What was that? Also, take care of one another. Always be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Let's hydrate with some water. Ding. That might be the thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. And hydrate with water often. And if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that Dolly and I are sending out our love, thoughts, prayers, and positive energy and vibes your way so you make it through. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye.